TeamStrub Day 56, and I'm here in Rapid City, South Dakota with the wonderful Nicole from Big Brothers Big Sisters.
Hi.
Nicole, thank you for taking the time today.
Yes,
Very,
thank you for
very
coming.
busy day.
Yes, it has
A little
been.
understatement, but it's TeamStrub Day 56. Today is my 25th state, and I'm thrilled to be here in South Dakota
Awesome.
to talk to you about Big Brothers Big Sisters.
Mm-hmm.
So let's introduce yourself and tell us what you do.
Well, I'm Nicole Burdick. I'm the executive director of Big Brothers Big Sisters of the Black Hills.
Okay, what's Big Brothers Big Sisters?
We're a mentoring organization. It is our mission to provide children facing adversity with strong and enduring professionally supported one-to-one matches that change their lives for the better forever. Yes.
I've heard that one before.
Yes,
somewhere.
you have. I think you may have.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask you about the building that we're sitting in here. Beautiful, expansive facility.
Yes.
A multi-purpose facility.
Absolutely.
So talk about that a little bit.
When this building was purchased for Big Brothers Big Sisters, it was, what's the word? Everybody came to the agreement that if we're going to purchase this for Big Brothers Big Sisters, we are a community organization, and it is our job to give back to the community and let this facility be used for the community. So Big Brothers Big Sisters is stationed out of this agency. It is our building, but it's open to the community to come in and schedule meetings that they need, conference rooms. You know, we have in the evening times there are other things like 12-step meetings that come in here and work and do what they need to do. The Fiber Guild is a big one. They like to come in and use our area, and it's just open for the community to come in and use.
Great. And so this is my 5th chapter of Big Brothers Big Sisters this summer, which has been really exciting. I do love this organization. So there are a number of wrinkles, we can call them, that really distinguish the Rapid City chapter. And the first one we'll talk about here is the Outdoor Adventure Program.
Yes.
So can you tell me all about that?
The Outdoor Adventure Program is in partnership with South Dakota Youth Hunting Adventures. I guess the Cliff Note version is a gentleman came to me in the beginning and said, I'd like to start a program where we teach kids how to go hunting. Absolutely, that's great. I think it's an awesome idea because we're in South Dakota. It's a hunting community.
Sure.
So what happened is the liability policy, obviously we're dealing with firearms, and Big Brothers Big Sisters does not carry that. So they established their own 501c3, South Dakota Youth Hunting Adventures, and they went and contracted Big Brothers Big Sisters services for the mentoring aspect. So they take care of the hunting and firearm liability, and then we take care of the rest, and they contract our services. They pay us per match for mentoring.
That's pretty good. Would you recommend that other chapters of Big Brothers Big Sisters maybe look into a program like this?
It's an innovative idea, absolutely. I mean, it's a way of doing it. It all depends in your area. I mean, our area in South Dakota, this is something that's very prevalent in our community. Hunting is something that we do, and we had, you know, before this program took place, we had over 80 boys waiting for a mentor. And this was one area where a lot of men hunt in this area.
Sure. Why
can't they be mentors? They always talk about how they like to go out there with everybody else and go hunting, and they want to pass it on because it's something that's going by the wayside here. And that's why they were very strong about putting this program in place, and it ended up really taking down our ready to be match list for boys, especially for that area, that age group of 12 to 15-year-olds, where it's a little bit harder to match them.
And I wanted to ask you, you know, if you were watching on Meerkat before, we did a live video walking tour. That was kind of fun.
Yeah.
And so we were both downstairs and upstairs here, and I learned a little bit more about the Campus Kids program.
Yes.
I wanted to double check, make sure I got it right.
Yeah, that's right, Campus Kids. That program started a ways back. We wanted something for our kids who are ready to be matched to do while they're waiting for a mentor, because sometimes, you know, the wait can be pretty long. I mean, they don't get matched instantly.
Yeah.
So what can we do in the meantime to kind of help out during the school year to really get them engaged and involved with Big Brothers Big Sisters? We got a partnership with South Dakota School of Mines and Technology, which is a pretty prevalent engineering school in the nation. And every Tuesday night, the kids that sign up for this program that are ready to be matched, which is We average about 35 kids every year that participate in this program. They go over to the school mines, and the volunteers are engineering students on campus. And they spend about 2.5 hours with them every Tuesday night. And when they get there, first thing they do is they work on homework. Then they go to the cafeteria and have a really good meal. And then afterwards, there's a project that usually the volunteers will put together. It's their responsibility to do an activity for those kids that night that introduces them to how education can really be fun, especially math. I wasn't a math is boring to me. So the night I got to help volunteer and work with everybody, the engineering students had put together, what would you call them? Not slingshots, marshmallow launchers made of toothpicks. Or not toothpicks, skewer sticks. And I could not believe how creative these kids, and we had marshmallows flying all over this huge room, and it was just a riot. The kids loved it. So they do, for 2 semesters, they put together just these really cool, fun activities for kids to understand that education can really be fun. And these kids take away from it. I've heard some kids come back and say, you know what, I never thought college could be a possibility for me. I want to go to college, and that's where I want to go, because they have so much fun there.
It's great. And
Yeah.
I've really enjoyed getting a chance to speak with Nicole this morning into the afternoon. Really, really a fascinating personal story that you have in terms of how you got to South Dakota.
Yeah.
This was really great. So I want to ask you, first of all, how did you get to become the director here? And why South Dakota?
How did how I got to this position? I started as a case manager 7.5 years ago, and eventually worked my way up to program director. And November 1st, actually it was in October, about October 1st last year, I was hired for the executive director position and started my first day as an executive director November 1st, 2014. How I got to Rapid City? Well,
this is the good one.
as everybody comes at some point in their life to a crossroads and you don't know what you want to do or what you're going to do. I was living in Laguna Beach, California. Originally, farm girl from North Dakota. Took the long tour around, ended up in California, and didn't know what I wanted to do. Didn't know where to go. I was at that point where I had nothing. I literally had nothing. So I closed my eyes and threw a dart. And it landed in Rapid City, South Dakota. And like I had said earlier, I did hesitate thinking I should do the best 2 out of 3, but figured this is where I'm supposed to be in life, so just kind of trusted the higher power.
She told me this story this morning, and I'm like, oh, you threw a dart, so you proverbially threw a dart. She's like, no, I threw a dart. Like, we actually got a dart, boom.
Yep,
so,
took a map out, there it sits. Yeah.
And so your passion here really is reflected in the chat that we had, and I'm really excited we got a chance to chat today. So I'm going to ask you a couple more questions about Big Brothers Big Sisters. What is the role of volunteers? So obviously you have the matches and then other work available here in the office, or?
Yeah, I mean, first and foremost, we need volunteers. I mean, you walk in the door, we will find something for you. Anything.
Sure.
Most importantly, we need mentors for our kids. That's the main role we want for our volunteers.
And you're a mom yourself.
I am a mom. Yeah.
3 and 5.
Yeah, 2 little girls. Absolutely. Yep.
So, talk to me about the match process. Again, we're hoping to reach out to potential matches here watching this video. So how difficult is it? What is the time commitment? How strenuous is it to become a match?
Yeah, it's not difficult at all. I mean, you can make it difficult, but it's not. Because if you're going out, you're playing golf, why not take a kid with you? Sign up, fill out an application. We'll put you through the process. It takes probably about 2 to 3 weeks to process a volunteer. We get you matched up, and you're into golf, we'll find a kiddo that loves to golf. You're into ballet, see what we can do. It's just so simple. If you're going out and doing something, you just need to take a kid with you. That's it.
Let me ask you this. It's a favorite, edit. Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
What is your favorite part of your job? What is the most rewarding part of your job?
Because every once in a while, you get to see that magic happen. You know, I've been doing this for 7.5 years now, and you start to realize that there's something higher working. And when you come in and think, there's no way, and you see 2 years later, a week later, 6 years later, or we just don't have any more hope, and you get to see that hope come through and that miracle happen, it's better than any drug out there. It's amazing, and that's all. It's all anybody wants. But every once in a while, you get to see it happen, and you get to be a part of it. You know, everybody, when you're working as a case manager, people will thank you for all the hard work you do. It wasn't me that did it. It was the mentors, the volunteers that are doing it and helping these kids. I get the beautiful privilege of being a fly on the wall and watch it happen. That's what's cool.
Can't be that answer.
Mm-hmm.
So right from there, where can people go online to read more about, you know, what you're, how they can help?
Yep. Well, you can look us up on Facebook, Big Brothers Big Sisters of the Black Hills, or our website, www.bigmentors.com.
Big Brothers Big Sisters of the Black Hills. It rolls right off the tongue.
It does, doesn't it? A lot of bees.
So many bees. Nicole, thank you so much for taking the time this morning.
Thank you for coming.
It's been an absolute pleasure.
Yeah.
And that's 25 down. I got 25 to go. So very last question.
Yes.
Do you think when all this is over that I should throw a dart?
Absolutely. I think you should. I really do. You never know what's going to happen.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.